We're brought here today to focus on urgent solutions to improve the systems that impact hunger, poverty, and malnutrition. The United States has identified three priorities for food system transformation: food security and nutrition for all, climate change mitigation, adaptation, and the creation of inclusive and equitable food systems that address the needs of the most vulnerable. The United States, with bipartisan support, will invest $10 billion over the next 5 years to address these priorities. We must use the power of ingenuity to improve our food systems so they provide safe, nutritious, affordable, and accessible food for all while conserving natural resources and combating the climate crisis. The United States and the United Arab Emirates are spearheading a global initiative, the Agriculture Innovation Mission for Climate, with a goal of dramatically increasing public and private investment in climate-smart agriculture and food system innovation. We're also excited to launch a new coalition on sustainable productivity growth for food security and resource conservation to motivate collective action to accelerate sustainable agricultural productivity growth that benefits farmers, consumers, and the planet. I invite all of you to join us. We look forward to working with so many of you through the global coalition called School Meals, Nutrition, Health, and Education for Every Child to ensure that every child has access to nutritious meals in school by 2030. Likewise, we look forward to partnering on the Food is Never Waste Coalition to reduce food loss and waste, a critical contribution to addressing climate change. Now I'm pleased to recognize Ambassador Power, Administrator of the U.S. Agency for International Development, to discuss our global commitment.
Thank you so much, Secretary Vilsack. Of the $10 billion that President Biden committed on Tuesday for food security, half will be invested here at home, a recognition that all countries, even those that produce a surplus of food, must take steps to improve nutrition and adapt their food systems to a changing climate. The other half of that $10 billion will be spent fighting global food insecurity, helping smallholder farmers and their families escape poverty. A recognition, as President Kennedy once said, that the well-fed have an obligation to care for the hunger of others. With congressional support, we'll invest this money through Feed the Future, America's global hunger and food security initiative, expanding its reach to additional countries. And we're going to revise our global food security strategy to make sure that money does more good in the world, that we focus more on inclusive agricultural growth that lifts up women, girls, and marginalized communities, that we invest tens of millions of dollars in fortifying foods with critical vitamins and minerals to fight malnutrition, and that we double down on climate-smart investments like drought-tolerant seeds and carbon storage in soils so the world can boost crop yields while cutting emissions. With new investments and a new strategy, Feed the Future aims to contribute to a 20% reduction in poverty and stunting in target countries over the next 5 years. But the United States cannot end hunger on its own. No country can. We need the support of foundations and food scientists, donors and development agencies, private companies and partner countries to not just feed the future, but build a future where hunger is a distant memory. Thank you so much.